Good morning and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. We woke up and done our morning duties, and while I was reading the paper, sitting down doing them duties, we picked up a couple of jobs for today. We got baling contract on 33 and a ploughing contract on 14 we have to get done today. So we may as well get started on them. See if we can sneak a little bit around the edge. Just make sure. See how much we can get just by going extras around the edge. I think we done this field last time and ended up getting heaps and heaps of extra bales. I think it's the same deal this time. I think it's silage. There is another one there where they want it just to be grass, I think. We'll have a look at that actually. Yes, I just want that one to be mow the grass, tedded and baled. So we'll probably pick up that one too if it's still there. But this one's mow it, bale it and wrap it. So I've got our other vehicles with some workers in there, bringing up the extra equipment we need. And I'm just trying to sneak a little bit of extra grass. Hopefully the windrow will pick it up and bring it across. I don't know if this one will. It's a bit of a pain in the bum, this one. But this is not a bad field. It's actually right behind our field there. So this one's a big one. I think it's worth a fortune. 33. 700,000. So yeah, we can't afford that. It's a nice big bit of area though. A little bit of trees, lots of grass. Not really level, so you can't use it for a whole lot of other stuff except for farming, which is good because I mean I'd probably rather productions and everything else closer to town like it's currently set up. Makes life a lot easier, less travelling. But that's ours there. That grass looks like it's ready to go as well. More silage. But other than that, weather's looking good today. We should be getting into some harvest contracts soon too. So this month, July, August, I'd say. I'm thinking about turning it into 2-day months. Just so it's not so much jammed into one day. But we'll wait and see. The contracts have been pretty limited up until now. There was a fair few when we first started, but they've become a little bit limited now, so it's a little bit slow, not as many. But we'll wait and see what happens and just take what we can get. We've got a little bit of our own land now that we can put other buildings on and productions on, but I don't want to be just earning all my money just from productions. I want to be working the farmland and doing different bits and pieces too, so just got to keep chugging away, getting the cash in and expanding. It'd be okay if there was like lots of contracts all the time, but there's not, so and it sucks because I don't really want to buy the land that we are getting contracts on, because some of the land we do, some we don't, so we'll try and sort of be careful with that. But at the same time, we're just going to be buying what we can afford. And if we've got the money for one bit of land and it does contracts, well, we're just buying it anyway. It's unfortunately how it's going to be. The front, yep, they're all on. Yeah, that's okay. Just the front one looked a bit brighter up there at the top, but it's only because it was selected. But yeah, this is what we're going to do. We'll have to check on our cattle. Check on our new mill. We should have some more product to put in that today from our open air gardens. So yeah, it should be a decent day. Just got to get more and more done and keep busy. Keep everything chugging along. Oh, missed a fair bit there actually. That's the only downside about these ones. Yeah, it says widespreading, so can we actually change that? Lift. Because we're only putting this for silage, it might be cool if we can just get this to spread into the middle. There we go. That's going to make life a little bit easier. Wish I realised that before I'd done all the runs around the outside. Just less work with the tedder then, the windrower I mean. I'll just put the worker on here for a minute and we'll see how all our other equipment's going getting up here. We'll keep our bigger tractor for the plough. I need to get some diesel soon, we're getting a little bit low. Get him to go up there. I think they've got enough room to get that done, don't they? Oh, they're getting a little bit finicky there, look. Getting all of the grass. That's good. More silage for us. So I didn't use their equipment for the ploughing contract, I leased this instead. I figure if there's some more ploughing contracts come up, it's going to pay for itself. Instead of spending 1,000 here and there on their equipment, we can just use our own. Where are we going to? Field 14. Send him down there. Head down to our other farm. We'll let this guy go through because he's going to go faster. The tractor's huge compared to this one. Yeah, I think we'll head down. We'll grab that baling trailer. Far out. This thing's... There's been a mint little tractor, and then when you get the bigger stuff, you're like, wow, that's crazy. What's that? 30. Hey, that one might be a little bit of a ripper. A little bit of a good farm tractor for us. A little bit more power. So we've got a fair bit of room here to put some more stuff in, so I think we'll let that old windmill, grain mill run out. The hell? This has pulled this before. Everything's connected up. Well, I guess it's not pulling that one today for us. I'll have to wait for the other equipment to come down. Not cool. See, I think all of our productions are okay for water and everything. They look all good. Need some more grass. We've got a bit of silage up there. Other than that, I think everything else is pretty well set up. While we're on this beast, we might just head down and check on the cattle. Finally got crops showing up. I think it's soybeans that we put in instead of wheat. There you go, wicked, fully fertilized. Finally. Taken so long to get them growing. I think we planted that wheat the first time 6 months ago. Been a hassle. But we'll have to come down and load up all of these separately. Because we're trying to empty that out, I turned all of them off. So they're pretty much empty there now anyway. So we can turn that off and delete it, I reckon. Sell it off. So that was frozen then for a minute. That was a bit scary. Alright, so that's gone. I'm sure we'll put something else in. At the moment I'm not really too fussed about it. We don't need anything there. Let's stick these on the gravel. Actually, what might be cool is a beehive. I don't think we have bees yet, do we? Can't remember. I don't know, I just put some in Backroads County. I could be mixed up. Alright, let's get this up to the field. Now he can go back and grab that trailer. Then all of the equipment's up here that we need, and we can jump in this and start the baling, or at least windrowing around the outside. I'm surprised. I wonder if there's been an update on that tractor, because I'm pretty sure that little tractor has moved that bale trailer around a fair few times. Unless the kids have changed some settings in here, but I don't think so. We'll see what happens if this one doesn't move it. We know something's wrong. What weird. Where's our new place? Just there. Yep. Send him down there. Tractor's hooting along. So much handy having that all go into one place. I'll take over from this one. We'll keep chugging along here and we'll get back to you very shortly. Alright, back again. Oops, I missed a bit. Just doing the last part of contract field 14. Getting sidetracked trying to see where the microphone was and missed this section. So we'll head back. I think we've got another contract on 16. And a few more have showed up to be done as well. There's a harvesting one. Oops, didn't want to do that. Press the wrong button. Harvesting one. I think there's another baling one. And I can't remember now. The other field, I've just got to go back up there and do the bales. But this one was I wanted to get done first. It was faster. And then that way we can clear that out and accept another contract before they disappear, because they have a habit of disappearing before you get hold of them. So that's it. The contract that finished ages ago. The last 2 runs didn't need to be done. Just like to be neat and tidy. Never know. You might need a contract again with them next time. So if you mess them over, they're not going to do anything with you. 32 and 38. So which one? 33 we're doing now, 32. So 32 will definitely take on. Baling, this one's bale the grass, wrap it to make silage. Okay, so that one's to make hay. So we are going to have to borrow them items because we don't have them. Harvesting and ploughing, so we could probably pick some more of them up, but field 16, what's that one? Ploughing. I just finished packing everything up and there's a bloody field next to us. Dang it. Alright, what we'll do is I think we'll duck back up to the baling contract. The baling ones, we'll get that done and dusted, then we can close it off and take on another one. I'll do a couple of runs around this and we might put a worker on it. So that way we can finish off the baling and get the cash in from that one. I love this thing. That since it's had an update, it works super well. And the old fence toes it mint. That's the thing about these things, they don't look that big, but then when you put it up against the small one that we got sitting out there. So is this filled? So why did all these wither? Why didn't they come up as contracts for us? That's what sucks. I would have taken this contract on. Wouldn't have charged that much. Now he's lost a whole year's crop. Bit of a shame. But I'll run around this, get these headers done, and pop back at you. Alright, nearly at the end of the baling. Field 33. I didn't bring you in to do all of the baling, but this here is a big pile, like it's just smashing them out like little poops. Lots of grass here. See how we go, see how many we can get before we run out. I don't think there's enough to have a whole new bale. There's a few little patches that we missed, but I don't think it's going to be enough to fill up 6,000 litres or whatever, so we might just turn that off, unload it. And we'll bring this down here. Do we end up bringing up the trailer? That is the question. It might be down there, I think. Come down here and check, make sure it is. I did bring the trailer up, I'm pretty sure of it. There it is. That's the gear for the next load, so what we might do... Oh, that sucks. That's the mower, the tedder and the windrow, but we still need the baler. Was this one silage or this one was just grass bales, wasn't it? Better double check, so I think there's a wrapper just there. So. Yep. Alright, so we're going to wrap all these. While I'm waiting, I'm going to unload this stuff here, which is for 32. And then I can go down and get the rest of the gear while we're finishing off. I can go there. I can go there. Send it back down to the shop to grab the rest of our stuff. Pardon me. He can wait here. We'll get the wrapper going. Who's blocked? Come on, just do it. It's not that hard, really. Come on. having a sleepover tonight. There's 4 children out there listening to all random tunes, and they actually came in. I just had to print out some sheets because they're colouring in now. Lamborghinis and Cobra Kai and Barbie and something else. So if you hear him in the background, apologies, but I had to come in here to get away, get a little bit of sanity. Turn that on. Yeah, last time we done this one, we ended up with heaps of spares, like, to keep. So hopefully that happens again. That one can dump out. I think that one finished. Yes, done. To collect. Another ploughing one on field 15, so we will accept that. We don't need the equipment. 15 should be directly behind us over there, I think. Which isn't too far to go. Went outside before, had all the DJ lights on and the smoke machine for the kids. They were all out there dropping all their crazy dance moves. They got a little bit tired and they wanted to come inside, so now they're colouring in and eating snacks. Wish I still had half their energy, honestly. Like little Energizer bunnies, they just don't stop. So I'll get this header runs done on field 15, and then I'll duck back up and take over the baling. I should be good to go. So we'll see you very shortly. Welcome back. We're still here, just baling. Hours worth of work, hours and hours. So this whole lot's just been loaded up onto the loading trailer. I was going to head down to town. I'm like, I'll just check where they got to go. They go over there. Craziness. So we might. I've already done that whole field over there. We've mowed it, tedded it, windrowed it, baled it, and that's apparently got to go over here too. So we'll dump these ones off and see what it says, how much we have left, what we've got to do. There's still a few over here I've got to run into the silage wrapper, bale wrapper. But no, we're getting there. It's not too bad. This trailer had an update, so we had to give back the other one and get the new one because it wasn't picking up the bales. But we fixed that. If we can get that out there. Up that. 86% transported, so that's not too bad. It says 33% completed. That's a bit scary. It's making me scared now. Like, only 33%? It looks a bit more than half done to me. See what happens. I guess we'll collect these ones, take them over. See what it says, and then we'll go from there. But like I said, last time we done this field we got tons left over, so maybe it's gonna make us pay back on this one. But I've got all of our pallets loaded up onto the trailer. We'll take them and drop them off shortly. I'm just going to take all of the stuff I can to the grain mill that we put in. Contact on 33 is 89% completed. Okay. That's a bit more like it. I suppose these are pretty big bales, so. Maybe we'll just drop half off and see what it does. Either way, it's going to give us the leftovers, but. Finished. It'd just be cool to keep some of these down there for me needed. I mean, we could just put the silage up here and be done with it, but it's just a bit easier to handle it when it's like on the cart. So yeah, that's what we've got to do. We've got to still pick up all these bales here. I'm not going to make you sit through all of this. We might head down and do the so we've got all of our corn, sorghum, oat and wheat stashed on the trailer. I did sell our other 20-foot trailer because I didn't realise there was this one available, which apparently it's an auto load, but I haven't tried it with the auto load yet. That's another one by 82 Studios. We'll get down around this corner and I'll show you just in case you haven't seen it. This tractor's going to need some work soon too. Getting close to needing the service, up around 20 hours, and it's definitely going to need some diesel shortly. But yeah, I think we'll drop this all down here if we can. We'll see what it takes and what it doesn't. Turn it all into flour. Should be good. See if it takes it all. Wicked. So we've got the flour from wheat, barley, oat, sorghum, corn. They can all stay on. We don't have any grape juice down here, we've run out. Olive and sunflower oil isn't down here yet, so I think that's what we'll end up doing is when we get a minute we'll turn off that other factory, the all-in-one production, and then that way this is all done and finished. We don't have to worry about, you know, it's not an issue bringing everything down but at least it's I must have had two of them trailers. Oh no, that's the other one. So this one is that one there maybe. Yeah, it's that new one there. This one, so it's bumper pull, gooseneck, whatever. Tension belts can be USA or Europe. That's it there. I did have this one. That's the other one that we've got beside us. We were using this one originally. Same, but this is just a newer version. 82 Studios one. Give it a bit of a run around and see what it does. All of our bales. Get another one, then we'll head down and get that stuff to the bakery or into sell point for the bakery. Once they're all done, we can pick them up. That's it, we're getting there. So what we'll see if this actually works. Is an auto loader. I'm not sure if it'll work with the grapes and the olives because they're not in game. Well, yeah, there's already flour out. Let's see. Okay, not working how I was expecting, but the auto load does work. It says it works with all in-game production, so I'm pretty sure the newer ones like the grapes and olives and that may not. I haven't tried it yet, that's why I thought we'd get it, give it a shot. This makes life a little bit easier. With all the productions that you got going on, you can have one of these just scooting around grabbing everything. It might not work so well on the ones that we've got up in the little spot up there where it's multiple products coming out of the greenhouse at once. Let's see how she unloads. Just like a dump truck, you just dump it out. That's pretty cool. That's the back open cover, raised front loader arms, the front hooks. We'll get up here and see if it picks up the bakery bread. There you go, it's picking that up. And the coolest thing is when it doesn't pick the rest up, you can just, you should be able to, except for that glitch. Well, that's interesting. If the trailer's full, you can still stack all your pallets on like this. Looks like we've got a little bit of a grape bread morphing into each other. Take these around and sell them off. And then we'll check to see if it works with the grapes and the olives down there on the farm, because all of our distributing's being turned off while we're changing over factories. Or production points, I guess. All done. That's wicked. Doesn't pick up the pallets, so that's good. It'll definitely pick up the sunflower pallets, I'd say. Actually, it might not, because that's not an in-game production. I have to be careful. We've got some pallets sitting up here that we've got to sell. Okay, it does pick up the olives as well. That's cool. I didn't think it would because it's a mod. Oh, so that was just filling the olives back up. It's a bit random. Both of them done. I think these can go to our general mill too. I know the not really too fussed about stacking them neatly, as you can tell. Just want to get them down and get them done, so we've still got heaps of silo work to do before the sun goes down. Silage would be a better word, not silo. New cows are going off. They look probably due for some feed soon. That's the best thing, even though the auto-load trailers only take one type at a time. At least you can have that type up the front and still have your boxes behind it. So that's not a bad deal. We'll get these down to the grain mill. Oops, better turn that off. Otherwise I'll get a copyright strike. Can't play that. I'm also thinking about selling my little tractor and just getting something that's a tiny bit more powerful when we get a bit of cash. I'll grab these, I think they can go on as well down there. Sunflowers. That worked well. Went exactly to plan. fair load we got going down there. Hopefully we can make some nice money off all the extra stuff that we're taking around. We're back up on 200 grand, so we start looking at getting some more land. We've got this little patch down here, which we just bought, obviously. I wouldn't mind buying the land next to it. I think that was 10 grand or 8 grand. If we haven't already, that will be next. Could be a nice little spot for some gardens. Chicken coop, whatever. There's already tons of flour already out, look. Smashes through it all. Grape juice, olive oil, sunflowers. We don't have any sugar beet. Already out of wheat, look at that. That's crazy. Got to put this is one of the little distributors we put on the farm. That's pretty good. See, I think the only thing we have to really put in is a bakery, or just use a bakery. Should be okay. So we're going to head up and get some more baling done, and we'll pop back with you shortly. Welcome back. We've just finished baling the rest of this field. So we will jump back into the trailer. We've still got to grab these ones over here too. One of the contracts we have are finished. So we can grab all of these. Pick these ones up. We'll probably just dump these off to the side. Why isn't that picking them up? Yeah, we'll probably dump these off to the side, just up here over near our building. I think we've dropped off enough. All these ones are actually ours now. I'll double check that in a minute. And then we'll go over next door where we've just done that contract and pick up all the hay bales. We'll drop them off as needed. Finish that contract off, and I think because we've got sunflower oils and a few bits and pieces to sell off, I might have a look at how much cash we got, because I'd still want to buy that field 9, because we don't actually have any, besides our little grass field over there, we don't have a whole lot of land. We're just relying on contracts, and it's just, you know, a little bit repetitive as something to record. Gets a little bit boring. That's why it's been a couple of days since I've uploaded something. It's just not really, I mean, it's great, it's good fun, but it's not really like episode worthy, if that makes sense. It may be, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you don't mind watching it. Reset. We'll pick this up. Ah, wrong ones. Dang it. Too close. Dump them off here for a minute. And we will get far away before we turn it back on. So like I said, this is a new trailer. There was an update for this trailer. And the old one wasn't working, so I sold that. Bought this one instead. So just got to drive around and pick up these bales. Get it all sorted out. We should just go up and down, like, I don't know why when I do these, oh, it's different size. Must have been the first one when we started, or it's one from the last time we done it. Either way, if we can pick it up, which I don't think we'll be able to, we'll try and throw it on. Or we'll drag it. We'll do something to get it over there. Doesn't have far to go. %, full. That must stack on the back as well, I guess. At least you know that hay bale, it's up here next time. Next time we do bales, we make them all the same size. stacks them up nice and high, but doesn't put much at the back very early. You think that'd start on the back up just to get more on. But we should be able to do all this in one load by the look of it. Go. Nice. Alright, so I think these have to go to the farm supplies production red 2, which is crazy. I may have to move this further into town. Having it up here, it's handy for our grass silage just there, but it's if other contracts want to come here too, it's a bit of a bummer. But at least they're not going on the train. That's the main thing. Because it's hit and miss with that thing, you never know what's going to happen. Alright, so what we want to do is we'll unload some of them. That needs more. We'll try and just push them, which end up in tiers. I guess we should just stack it again. Finished. So we got a couple. I think we'll just empty them in there and then we can take all our silage bales with us. Bugger. Too heavy, it's not the liftable ones. That's okay, we can sort that out later. We'll go and pick up our silage bales and we'll go and drop them off down in town. Just for the fact that, actually, I know what we'll do is we'll go and grab this other single one first. Sorry to be indecisive there. Nice to buy this land over here. I want to try and get some arable stuff that's already set up, so that's why I want to have a look at field 9. I'm not sure if there's anything on it. I know last time we were looking, it was it was just a vacant lot, basically. It had been ploughed, ready to go, but nothing was there, so we'll head and have a look. Where are we head? Where am I going? I'm lost. Where am I at? Over here. Get this all dropped off. Try and push that other one forward a little bit. And then we're good to go. That one's gone. Unload. Unload. Now we should have hay in there. All-in-one production. So with the all-in-one production, I'll just show you quickly. We did have flour and wheat left, so I'll just turn them on, and olives we had in there, so I've turned them on to empty them out. So now we should have, there we go, got hay. We can turn that into silage if we want. Tons of water. I put one of them distribution places in that you fill with seed and water and stuff, and it just sends it where it needs it. And unfortunately it sent all of it here. I don't think anything we're making yet. So we can use silage and water to make digestate, and then we can use digestate to make liquid fertilizer. So that's something we could do. That gives us silage and digestate. That's using chaff. That's using grass. We could do that, and then digestate into liquid fertilizer, digestate and lime into liquid fertilizer. So, oh sorry, solid fertilizer. So there's those options that we have too, like if we end up, we're going to have tons of grass and tons of silage if we don't want to keep selling it. You know, we can make solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, whatever. It's going to save us buying it, which makes us a little bit more self-reliant. I think this is our tractor, so we can end them contracts off. Got a harvesting one we could do too for some barley maybe. Load the rest of these up, take them down for later on as our little savings account. There we go. Did we leave any of our other tractors and equipment up here? That is the question. And hopefully we won't use any of their tractors to move our equipment around, otherwise I'm going to have to try and find it now, because it could be anywhere. So we'll send this back down to our little worker in there. We should have some stuff popping out of there soon. Looking pretty cruisy, must be a bit cold, he's fully covered over. The furthest that tractor's gone the whole time, I think. Airborne. So what we might do is go and get our little trailer, we'll fill it up with some total mix ration, and we'll come back and sort out these cattle. Just back down here, I think these may be the same size, we'll find out in a second I guess. Yep. All of them bar 2. We'll unload these here. They can sit and chill. Ah, you bugger. Done it again. Alright, try that again. These can stay here. We'll get these ones, the spare 2 that's left here. Sell them off just so they're out of the way. I want to go and have a look at the field. Extra $6,000 so we can head over there. I did send the tractor over there. I'm not going to get off a train track, so we're sitting here talking. See if anything's popped out of our production building before we demolish it. Just want to get it empty. Nothing up this end. Field 9, so what's this? Sorghum. When is sorghum due? In a few months, so this is the field I want to buy, field 9. What's it worth? 164 grand. What's that one worth? 181. I think we buy this one. Takes a bit of a cut out of our cash, but we need some land to start getting our own stuff done. Let's get this fella back over here. We'll get our flatbed trailer on. I was going to buy another cheap tractor and get rid of the green one, but I think we'll have to hang on to that for a little while now that we've spent our money. I also want to go down to our general mill because it's been a couple of hours, and I'd say all that stuff's ran through it by now. And we still got to do some total mix ration for the cattle, and maybe some milk have a quick look. Make sure we're going straight so we don't wipe anything out. A little bit of milk, a little bit of slurry. There's definitely enough there to keep them going for another day, but... Alright, what do we got down here? We'll auto load something, and then we'll just load the rest up manually. Got flour on there, so we'll bring these ones up close and just let them fill up. Hopefully, yep. One's done. So we got here, we got grape juice. You could be cheeky and load it right up through them boxes. If you had like heaps of one product, you could load more on. I don't think we're going to need to do that today because I honestly don't think there was a whole heap in here. There's a train. Choo choo. That one on. But this will help us raise a little bit of cash back. We'll see. I mean, we're going to have to hire a harvester too, so that's not a great deal of an issue. Must be a fair bit of grape juice in here. Where are we? It should just be these pallets and one more, I think. But yeah, it's that flying mod. I should just let it go one day and see how far up we go. It would be interesting. But it's usually just out of habit. I'm like yoink and pull the button back so it stops us. But yeah, there's a tractor. I can't remember what it was called. I used it on another map I was having to play around with. It wasn't super fast. It wasn't super fancy. It just was a bit better than that little one we got. That, you know, crapper. Gotta stop rushing. Trying to do it fast so you guys don't get bored watching the same thing over and over again. And I've also got to work out my microphone sensitivity so it doesn't pick up the keyboard, the mouse, or the controller buttons. That's something I'm going to have to look into. I think there's something, gate something. Because it's a bit hard. I keep putting my hands under the desk to use the controller. And then I forget about it, lift it back up, and it's all banging noises everywhere. That. Yeah, there should be a bit of a cash here. I'm not sure what that little green tractor's worth either. We'll have a look. I mean, it'd be cool to hang on to it if we could, just to move water tanks and stuff around, but at the same time it was super cheap, so we can always buy another one. There's a little bit more here than I was expecting, actually. Smash through it. Worst case, we can shove some on top. Or grape juice. Trap these down before I shoot them off everywhere. Yeah, we'll have a look for that tractor in a minute, because now I probably don't know where it's gone. It was a small tractor, it wasn't nothing big. And instead of doing 15 or 20 like that green one does, I think it was a bit more horsepower, a bit more speed. Just makes it a bit more usable now we're travelling between farms. I mean, I could save up 50 grand and get ourselves a TLX or a vehicle or something, but we could do that too, especially if we start doing more stuff further away. Maybe even a telehandler to start loading all this stuff on. forklift or something. Nothing here, so I'll have to stack them on top, I think. That one's locked in. Yeah, so we don't need anything mega powerful. This tractor we got here, the green one, I think is a large one. So, you know, another medium or small would be fine. I thought that was 3 pallets. My bad. Get this up to the sale point, and we will have a quick squeeze at the shop. This one does 58. I mean, that's fast enough. This is that little one that we had at the start. That thing's a ripper, but it's like slow. It has limited power, so you know, if I'm looking at moving stuff around for contracts or whatever, it can do the stuff between farms here and there, but going up to the top field to drop off some machinery or to do anything up there, it's sort of just a bit pointless. Just super slow. That's a pretty good payday. $85,000. I was not expecting that. Alright, leave that there. This little jigger does 30. Cute little beast. But we'll take it up here, we'll have a look. Needs a bit of work, but I think all of our machines need a bit of diesel at the moment too, so we're going to have to sort that out. But yeah, the brakes are non-existent. There's no lights. Oh, there's lights, but nothing on the back for working at night. No beacon. So we'll come down here. We'll have a squeeze. So the one we have now is that one. $7,500, 50 horsepower. I was looking at that one. I think it was that one. That's a standard one. This is just what I was looking at. That's disgusting. That doesn't look too bad. See if there's any fat tires. Doesn't look too bad. The other one doesn't have anything on the front. This one you can have that at least. Turbocharge it. Stock. Turbo and intercooled. That's what I was looking at. It's 30 grand. I mean, we just had a pretty decent payday. What's the top speed? Damn, it's only 25 kilometers an hour. Crap. 25 as well. There goes that plane, doesn't it? That one's 35, and how many horsepower? 130. Bugger. My plan didn't work. Fent 500, what's that, 115? $25. 20. What about medium tractors? Have we got any decent modded stuff that's cheap? Obviously not. Well, nowhere near as cheap as that one anyway. That's 50 horsepower. So the speed won't bother me too much, it's just the extra power. Power, Jeremy Clarkson would say. 135 does 35. That's about the same as what this one was going to be, wasn't it? 185. I don't know what to do now. Let's lease it. See what it's like. Because it's about the same speed. But it's more about, it's got some backlights, doesn't have a beacon still. Steering seems pretty decent, so we'll hang on to it for a day. It's worth a couple of grand to be able to test drive and trial out what you want to use. See, it said 25, it does 35, it's actually faster. Door opens. Back window opens. Pardon me, side door opens. I did see something in there today. A bit of a laugh. Would be cool to have for a start from scratch, but it doesn't do anything. This beast, look at that. Flintstones mobile. I love it. Absolutely love it. 1959. It's not even a roller. It's just a vehicle. When the guy drives, you see his feet down the bottom like a pedal car. So that was a good one. I had a giggle when I seen that. Oops, sorry, house. But yeah, we own Field 9 now. I also did buy the land down here, which I was thinking once our gardens run out, we can put some more gardens down here if there's room. I might actually check that out. Otherwise we could move the house down here and just put more gardens on that middle land. Is it there? No. It's still pretty slow, but at least this one we can put something on the front and rear. 4-wheel drive. So we've got this land now too, so there's not really a whole lot of... The brakes on that are crap. Uh-oh, I thought it was frozen then. Production, greenhouses, let's just pick one. What we normally use, like these ones, so you can't really, yeah. Unless you put them all this way. Probably put one, yeah, maybe put 3 there. Or we could just do 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And then 1, 2, 3 or 4 up here as well if we needed to. I'm not sure. I'm going to get in the tractor. We'll go and get some total mix ration and get over to the cab. And welcome back. Just heading over here to unload our harvester. Came on and took on this harvesting contract, hoping to get some extra barley. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm just going to unload this and then we'll head down. I'm thinking we might try and throw in a chicken coop. I was just having a look through the mods and there was new one I'd put in there. It's about $39,000. Can hold 300, or there's one for 29, and one for 39 that holds 800. So we'll get this unloaded. We'll let the worker do his thing for a minute. We might duck down to our farm. I gave the tractors a bit of a wash, that's why they're all parked up there. Weird how they're all green too, that was unintentional. I don't think we're going to have the room to fit it in down here. Maybe we could put it up the top corner here. Or down in our other land we just got. Zoom down there and have a quick look. Probably squeeze it in here. Animals. Cows, let's see. Self-made one. How much room? We could move this up here too. Too close there, but we could do something like that. Alright, chickens is what we're after. This one here. It's not very big at all. And we can turn it around that way, so it gets delivered out the side here. I'd rather one without a pen because you can get around it then, but decisions. Super cool if we could squeeze it in there. I mean, that could work, maybe. Worth a shot, you think? Less room that we're taking up, and we can't use the dam anyway, the culvert. Done. That's actually pretty cool that you can do that. Chickens can go down there and get water now. We could. And if you wanted to, we could probably still... That looks like a big sucker. I was going to say that's not going to fit. That's not going to fit either. This holds 15. We could squeeze that in there if we wanted to. Cows. That self-made one that we had just before. We can still squeeze that in there without any major dramas because you could get down the middle. That'd be pretty good, put that there, and maybe we could put some bees. Beehive. May as well use the land if we can. Back that there. Did that just... Wow, that took a lot of land away there. Now... I want to see how far away we can put this. This is a test. Let's put it there. And see if we collect any honey tomorrow. Because I've always been interested how far away they work. Because that way... You could scatter them all over your farmland. And boom, you got it all going to one spot instead of having to go back and forward. That's my plan anyway. Yeah, I suppose we better pick up our trailer and get some wheat. We spent 50 grand, I didn't really want to. But, it's needed. Holy crap, stop. Suppose how are we going to do this trailer here maybe? I don't think it auto loads into this from the pallet, so does it? We can try, I guess. Alright, let's go up and get some wheat. We'll be back when we're unloading. Just headed back for a second load. I took 3 pallets over before, which was 15,000 litres. Almost filled it, just not full. I put in 120, 180 chickens maybe. I can't remember now. Oh yeah, we spent a bit of cash. So well, we've already got eggs. They're liking it down there in the river. Must be nice and cool. Not river, but ditch. The old vent flexing a little bit. Okay. Alright, so that's all done. Unloaded. $180 chickens and 2 roosters. I like that. That's cool coming down here. Chickens seem to like it. They're happy. That's all that matters. They're going to make eggs. That's all we want. At least if anything goes wrong in the world and the shit hits the fan, we've got 180 chickens to cook. I have to be careful with that. One day I'm going to do that and the train's going to be hammering down here. Right, so we've got to get some TMR. How much do we need some first? I reckon they're going okay for now. It's not a huge rush. We'll have to go and check on our harvester. But we'll park this up over here first. Make sure all of our productions are being cleared out down here for the day. Besides those, we're good to go. Take all the manure out. Put that in our silo because we can use that for later when we need it for our greenhouses. And I'm sure the neighbours would be happy that we're clearing it out daily and not leaving it there to stink out their houses. It's not too bad. So we got that plot there that, you know, we finally got product in. We got field 9 now. We've got a few little open air gardens cranking along. Got our nice big grass field up the top there, which I'm pretty sure would have been due to be mowed yesterday or today. But we're not doing that today. We're going to finish our harvesting contract and call it a day because got to roast them in the oven. I'm not going to miss out on that tonight. We can mow this area too when it's time to mow. That's one thing. I'm pretty sure we have a mower. Maybe we left it at the top field. Have to check on that. That's not a bad rig. Oh, I'll put it down at the new farm. I'm pretty sure it's down there, just sitting there waiting for us. Let's get this all filled up and head down to deliver. This is going to be probably halfway through by now. That was pretty shitty on my part. Went way out wide. Alright, let's go and get this dropped off and get on with it. Welcome back. This is the last of the product from the harvester. Barley. Contract is finished. How we got more flour here? That is what I want to know. I think that's probably why, because the excess we had turned straight into flour. Okay. Oh well. And we got 1200 litres of chaff. That's a byproduct from wheat, barley, oat. Wheat, barley and oat flour. That's a byproduct that we get out of that, which is a win. I'm not complaining. Cancel this contract. Bye-bye tractor. We got any honey yet? Nope. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh, we'll do an inspection before the diff was leaking. We had to check to make sure it was okay. There's no way that tractor's doing that. Anyways, it's enough internet for today. I'm going to go inside, clean up, have a bath, have some dinner, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe and comment if you want. We'll see you next time. Thanks again.